Hey guys, welcome to Testing Academy. My name is Pramod and welcome to the 30 Days API Testing Challenge. And we are at a day 29. Guys, I'm super excited because we have covered 29 days and it's nearly a second last day, right? So today's topic that I'm going to discuss about is that how to use DevTools, especially for an API tester, right? So DevTool is an important tool, guys, and you should learn it. Means I have seen people who don't have much of the context about the DevTools, but in this video I'm going to show you how to basically uh, use DevTools as a API tester. Means how can you leverage the full potential of the Chrome DevTools, right? I hope you are excited. So let's get started, right? All right, guys. So, if you want to download or if you want to see all the tasks related to it, you can go to this link. And if you want to check out the thread, especially so related to this video, you can go to the day 29. And if you want to discuss anything with me, you can go to apitesting.co/chat. If you want to download or want to see the full playlist, you can go to the apitesting.co/30 days, right? So let's come to the topic, which is basically how DevTools can help us for a API testing, right? So uh, I'm going to tell you that about a little bit that, okay, so DevTool is one of the important tool, especially for an API tester, because it can help you to basically get the request, if whatever the request that you have, basically, if you want to uh, see what is happening, what kind of request your particular web page is basically making, what kind of different HTTP methods it's making, right? So that you can look into it very clearly. You can see the request headers, cookies, everything that you can think about it, right? So let's see what are the 9 important things that DevTools can help us, right? So the first one is that basically you can check the type of HTTP request in the network tab. So what do you mean by that is that, for example, let me show you. So let's come to here, right? So this is a simple example. If how to open a dev tool in Chrome is very simple. Click on these 3 dots, click on more and developer tools, right? And let me move myself here. So I have opened a request.rus.in, which is a short form of request response.in. You can go to this network tab, and here you will see the bunch of the requests. So right now I have already loaded this page, so let's refresh it. So you can see all the requests which are basically made to the server. So if we click on the first one, so let me show you here and click on header, right? So it is telling me that the request URL is this, and the method that we are using is get, because we are fetching a simple index.html page, right? So we are fetching a resource, that's why it's get request. Status code is 200 green, it means everything works fine. Remote address, which is the IP of the server, referral policy, what is the policy for the referrer, right? So most of the things that you can think about, right? So response headers are there. So these are the request headers which are sent by the browser. Uh, the browser has sent the user agent, right? And here is the response basically the server has sent us, right? So it has sent us the status code, what a kind of expected content type, that basically content type basically means what type of content the server is sending us. So it's sending us a HTML form, right? And some Cloudflare settings, CF settings and all, right? If you go to the response tab, you will see the full HTML page that they have sent to us, right? So that is one of the important thing, right? So let's do one thing. Let's click on this single user. So when you clicked on it, right? If you go to the XHR, right? You will see that, okay, so this is the request that they have made. So this is if means since it's a get request, we can open directly into the browser also. But if it's post batch put request, we cannot do it, right? So this is the request that they have made, and here you can see again that we have request URL, we have get, we have IP address. So this is the request headers, and this is the response headers which is coming. And in the preview section, you can see the full JSON which is coming, and it's beautified already. So in the response section, you can see as a raw JSON, and here you can see the object-wise key value pair, right? So that is where the Chrome Dev tool is very helpful. So right. Let's come. So you can get the more information about the headers. So headers are important We close this one. Right. So headers are important because whenever we are sending, put myself here. Whenever we are sending the request, especially in the Postman or any other tool, right? For example, if even if we are sending, rest assured for our adoption framework, we need to send certain headers. So request headers, we need to basically tell that we are expecting application JSON. So that's why we have mentioned that okay, the content type should be application JSON. Language we want GB, basically English, US English. We are expecting a web page with a gunzip algorithm. So encoding is nothing but the transmission. So whenever server sends a page, it sends it in a gunzip format, which basically decoded by the browser, right? It's automatically decompressed, right? And few of the other user agent basically that we have sent. So it's a request that we have sent. So client has sent the request, and now this is the response that we have got. So we have got that server is telling that I'm using Express server with, and this is the status code, so Cloudflare setting. This is the date, e tag, which is a unique string for any kind of a resource. Content type, it's telling us I'm sending you JSON also, and this is the character set. As well as this is the basically a some more parameter and some coax, which is control allow policy, right? Control allow origin policy. You can get the information about the request, response, preview in the beautiful form that I have showed you. A most important point here is the this one. So if you right click on it, you can copy as curl. This is important, guys, because this copy as curl basically will give you, if I'll just let me show you how it's look like. So it will basically a curl request, right? And the curl request I have already shown you in the previous videos also. You can directly import into the Postman, right? So suppose I want to import this request. Suppose it's a post request. What I can do is that which I can see the request in the in the Chrome, but I cannot modify it, right? So what I can do is that I can suppose it's a post request. I can click on copy as curl, and I'll just open up my Postman. It will take a little bit time, right? So if you come to Postman, click on import raw text and paste your curl here, and click on continue import. And as you can see, full request, which is with the method, is already copied, and headers also has been imported as well. So isn't it amazing, guys? You can directly import to the Postman in that case, right? So if we do the similar request, we'll have the same body response here, right? So this is important. This is the one of the feature of Chrome DevTools, right? And you can block the URL. So these are like certain advanced URLs. For example, if you don't want to see this request, you can block the request URL. You can replay the XHR, which basically just replay the request again so that you can see that response. If you are API tester, want to test how, basically, if you want to check it out, okay, what will happen after I replay 5 or 4 times, something like this, that you can test it out here also. Uh, you can save as HAR, which is another format, or basically a HTTP archive format, which is not as much useful for the API tester, but can be helpful to basically see the full network, what's going on with the whenever we are loading a particular web page, right? So it can help you in that case, right? So I hope you have learned something new, and this I will recommend you to watch this video. Especially, I'm going to put the link below. It's basically talks about how to use the network tab, especially related to the Chrome, which was the tab that we were discussing here. And in the tab, basically, you can these are the XHR requests, JavaScript requests, CSS, image, media files. You can filter it out. You can preserve logs. You can see the timelines. So like there are multiple features that you should know as API tester, right? Because these are things gonna help you in longer run. I'll recommend you to watch this video of 8 minute, means this can definitely can help you to learn more about the Chrome DevTools, right? And similarly, we have the Firefox DevTools, which are pretty much similar, and even on the Opera and all, right? That can help you in that case. So uh, I hope that this helps. And if you have any comment down below. If you have any question, you can contact me at the rate contact at the rate testingacademy.com, or you can go to apitesting.co/chat. I will definitely help. you in that case. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next day. I hope you are excited.